Second question, please.
About the palace of Bilqis and how this Ifrit of jinn who said
Didn't
that,
he ask about the hudhud?
This is the third.
Huh?
This is the
Bring
third.
it first.
Okay, then the hudhud
Because
first.
it happened with hudhud first.
Okay. Then what is the story of this hudhud and the ant?
The mullahs say that the Holy Quran, according to the Holy Quran, Allah taught Hazrat Suleiman the language of the birds and the animals. So because mantiq at-tayr, it doesn't say of animals anywhere in the Holy Quran. Mantiq at-tayr we know. But what the tayr means, I'll come to that later. So they say, so hudhud, a bird, was in his army. This was what his army was made of. An army of birds as well. Now this hudhud, the leader of that group, that company of Solomon's soldiers, the birds, disappeared. And when he returned, Hazrat found him missing. He said, where is hudhud? They said, nowhere. So then he returned, and Hazrat Suleiman was very angry with him. Why was he absent? He told him that he has discovered a great country very close by, ruled by a lady, and who does this, who does that. Now, the point is, Hazrat Suleiman knew the language of birds. Did the birds know the language of human beings as well?
This is not in the Quran.
This could be understood. Hazrat Suleiman understood his language all right. But how he could understand the language of the whole people of earth? Language of a country which was a different country anyway. Even if the language was common, Malka Saba was not told, was not taught the language of birds, and the bird was not taught the language of men. And how did the ant understand? Because it's not there. Hazrat Suleiman is taught mantiq at-tayr, not the language of the ants and worms and things, insects. Nowhere it's mentioned. So the Holy Quran speaks of things in a manner that the symbolism can be understood if you just concentrate your mind upon. You see, we have discovered historically that hudhud was a name in those days of a tribe. We know historically that Namal is also, Namla is the name of a tribe which still exists. So the Holy Quran is speaking of these things to make you understand that these stories are in circulation have been taken too literally by people, while the reality is simply this, that the fastest moving troop of Hazrat Suleiman was entitled hudhud. Because hudhud is a bird, even today they give these names, eagle, for instance, to a squadron, or air squadron, which moves extremely fast. And elephants are given the names and things. It is common usage in the whole world. So Hazrat Suleiman had a very highly developed army. He also used these symbols to signify their quality as well. So hudhud must have been the general or brigadier, whatever he was, of a troop, of a special battalion or division which specialized in moving fast. That is why he moved fast and went ahead for information, for gleaning information from all around. When he returned, Hazrat Suleiman was afraid that he may have gone over to the enemy. Why didn't he take permission? And he was right. So when he addressed him like that and told him that he shouldn't have behaved like this, he said, either you satisfy me with your answer, or I am going to have you killed, condemned to death, because in the battles, in the wars, if somebody commits such a mistake, the only punishment is that of death, either by shooting or by whatever you like. So this is what we read all about as far as hudud is concerned. And the message was delivered by him, again, because my interpretation, I think, is absolutely right, that he was the head of the fastest moving, maybe mounted army or whatever it was. And he had been there, so Hazrat Suleiman said, all right, if what you say is true, deliver this message to the queen and bring the answer to me. But because the time is very short now, we will speak of the remaining question and the remaining questions as well later on when we meet again.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Next week?